we were given the terms of reference. One of them, Mr. Speaker, is we must stop borrowing. We must stop borrowing, Mr. Speaker. And to stop borrowing, Mr. Speaker, we must be able to generate our own revenue. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, even as we talk about protecting the Kenyans, which we have done, Mr. Speaker, we must also help our country to raise revenue so that we stop the shame of borrowing, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to say, as I've said, the committee listened to the public participation exercise, and we have incorporated all the negative items, Mr. Speaker, which were in the bill. We have removed all of them, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, this House should unanimously support and vote for the bill, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to go to the specific issues which were mentioned in the bill. And this bill, Mr. Speaker, as I've said, Kenyans should note that the bill which was tabled in the House were proposals, Mr. Speaker. This House has the power to amend, to change. I could rather say, Mr. Speaker, those proposals, we can amend everything, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, Kenyans should not fear. We are here to protect Kenyans. We are here to protect our country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to talk about specific clauses. Mr. Speaker, this bill proposes to amend Income Tax Act, Mr. Speaker, the VAT Act, Mr. Speaker, the Excise Duty Act, Mr. Speaker, and also the Miscellaneous Fees and Levies Act, Mr. Speaker. On more specific issues, Mr. Speaker, the bill proposes to introduce what we call the significant presence tax, Mr. Speaker, which actually targets all the international organizations that are doing business within our country, mainly on online systems, Mr. Speaker. They are making money, they are getting money to their country, but they are getting less, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we must make sure that everyone who does business in the country contributes to our economy, contributes to our tax income, Mr. Speaker, and therefore the committee supports the introduction of what we call the significant tax presence system, Mr. Speaker, so that we make sure we tax everyone who's doing business in our country and contribute to our economy, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the law as established now gives our companies 5 years